Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into something super useful. Phrasal verbs related to speaking. These are really common in everyday English, so learning them will help you sound more natural and confident when you speak. Let's get started. First up, I have speak up. This means to talk louder, especially when someone can't hear you. I am sure that was easy to understand. Take a look at these examples. Could you please speak up? I can't hear you in the back. Don't be shy. Speak up if you have something to say. Next, I have talk over. This means to discuss something thoroughly. It can also mean to interrupt someone while they're speaking. Let's look at some examples. Let's talk it over before we make a decision. It means to discuss something thoroughly. She doesn't like it when people talk over her. It means she doesn't like people interrupting her. I hope you got it. Well, now let's talk about butt in. This phrasal verb is used when someone interrupts a conversation rudely. It means someone just jumps in when you are talking. Now that's a bit rude, right? Here are some examples. He butted in with his opinion, even though no one asked. She always butts in when I'm speaking with someone else. So, when someone interrupts you in a conversation, you know exactly what to say. Here's the next one. Get across. This means to successfully communicate an idea or point. It's like making your point clearer to others. Here are some examples. She uses examples to get her message across. Sometimes it's hard to get across what you really mean. Now here's talk down to. This phrasal verb is used when someone speaks to you as if you are less intelligent or important. They speak to you as if you don't have much knowledge about something. In sentences, you could say, he talks down to everyone as if they're children. She felt insulted when her boss talked down to her. I hope that was easy to understand. Next is bring up. Now, this is used when you start talking about a new topic or mention something. It's like adding extra points, facts, or opinions. Here are some example sentences. She brought up an interesting point during the discussion. I didn't want to bring up that subject again. Is that clear? Next up is clam up. To clam up means to suddenly stop talking because you're nervous or shy. You may clam up in a meeting or during a presentation, especially if you get nervous. Here are some examples using clam up. He clammed up when they asked him about his past. Whenever she's asked a difficult question during a presentation, she clams up. I hope that was clear to understand. Next up is speak out. Now, speak out has a different meaning. It means to express your opinion freely, especially when it's something important or controversial. These examples will make the meaning more clear. She decided to speak out against the government's unfair policy. He's not afraid to speak out when he disagrees. In short, it means not to be afraid and express your thoughts openly. Here's the next one. Blurt out. if you say something suddenly without thinking, you are blurting out. You just say it casually, and it's something you didn't mean to say. Here are some sentences. She blurted out her feelings in the middle of the conversation. He blurted out the secret before he could stop himself. I hope you are following these phrasal verbs. Now, let's look at run on. Run on means to talk continuously about something that's not really important. When someone runs on, they speak without stopping, sometimes to the point where it might become boring or unnecessary. Let's look over some sentences. I hope I'm not running on too much. Let me know if I am. He tends to run on about his girlfriend for hours. This means he talks endlessly about his girlfriend. With that, let's move on to the last phrasal verb from today's lesson. Pipe up. Pipe up means to start speaking, especially suddenly or unexpectedly, often when you weren't part of the conversation before. It's usually used when someone interrupts or adds their opinion to a discussion. Let's check out some examples. Nobody said anything until he piped up and asked a question. This means everyone was silent until he suddenly spoke up to ask a question. He piped up from the back of the room with an unexpected comment. This means he spoke up suddenly from the back of the room. And that's it! These are amazing phrasal verbs related to speaking that you can start using right away. Phrasal verbs can be tricky, but with practice, they'll become a natural part of your vocabulary. If you found this lesson helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more English lessons. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.